What's up, everyone? Back with a brand new video. Today we're going to be looking at the blue suede Ewing 33 high. Now, I just realized that I had not done a video on this particular colorway yet, so that's what we'll be doing today. Before I get into that, I want to say a big thank you to Complex for listing this channel as one of the best sneaker channels on YouTube, top 20. I want to specifically shout out Brian Edler and Russ Bankston. They've shown my website, defynewyork.com, a lot of love in the past. defynewyork.com, for those of you that don't know, was listed as one of the top 20 best sneaker sites by Complex. So now to have the YouTube channel as one of the best sneaker channels on YouTube in the top 20 really means a lot. So thank you to both Russ and Brian, and of course Complex. So the next thing is on Wednesday, Puma announced that they had signed New England Patriots tight end Aaron Hernandez to a 2-year endorsement deal, which is huge for Puma because Puma hasn't made any noise in the NFL in at least 13, 14 years. So this is a big step for Puma. And I actually had the opportunity to interview Aaron Hernandez. He's a super nice guy, and if you click the link above, you'll be able to check out the interview. So make sure you click that. And so anyway, today looking at the blue suede Ewing 33 high retro. And so growing up, I was a big Knicks fan. I'm still a Knicks fan. You know, I don't follow them as often as I did during the 90s and early 2000s, but you know, I grew up watching Pat Ewing, Anthony Mason, John Starks, you know, Derek Harper, Charles Oakley, you know, that solid team, like that memorable team. And I got to meet Anthony Mason back in 1993, and that was a big thing. I mean, I never got to meet Patrick Ewing, at least not yet. And but Anthony Mason was a nice guy. He used to play for the Long Island Surf, and I actually got to meet him when it was him and Sean Elliott. They were at Nassau Coliseum on Long Island, and you know, being a big fan of the Knicks, my mother had taken me over there to go meet him, and that was a big thing. You know, it was a big moment. So I'm a Knicks fan. I like the Knicks colorways for the Ewings, and so that's why I'm going to give you the look at my Knicks lineup. This is my Knicks lineup of the Ewing 33 high. You've already seen the review on these, or if you haven't, you can check back to the older videos. I did a review on these. And so the blue suede, I own the originals of these, and comparing the retro to the original, pretty much dead on, with the exception of some of the logo on the tongue, and the shape is pretty much dead on. I mean, I know I've spoken with the owner of Ewing Athletics many times. I've been to their headquarters, and I know that they took a lot of time to make sure this retro was done properly. So this is a pretty damn good retro. Give you guys a close-up look. The blue suede is very vibrant. If you're looking for a pair and you're not sure what size you should pick, they run snug. The 33 high is a snug fitting shoe. Don't be fooled that it's bulky. That don't be fooled that it's a big bulky shoe, because it does run tight. So whatever you wear in an Air Max 90, pick up in these. Excuse me. If you have another shoe that you want to message me about, excuse me. If you have another shoe that you want to message me about, if you want to hit me up about sizing, if you don't wear Air Maxes, if you wear Air Force Ones, or trying to think, Reebok Twilight Zone pumps, whatever you wear in the Twilight Zone pump, pick up in these. And this might fit a little bit more snug than the Twilight Zone, but they're two different types of snug. You know, this is suede and that's leather. The material on the pump, on the Twilight Zones is a softer leather. This is like a harder suede. So with the pump, you may be able to get away a little bit more with your true to size. On these, you will not be able to. Trust me on that. So comfort wise, they're comfortable. Show you this. The suede on these is really, really nice. They really did a wonderful job. It's very bright. I'm not sure if you could tell in this video, but very bright. And actually, I've worn these several times, and I always get compliments on this particular colorway the most. For those wondering, maybe some of the differences between this retro and the original. Now, back in the day, there were things that were going on at Ewing Athletics with the old, I don't want to say owners, but some of the people that were involved in the top levels. They were doing some things that they weren't supposed to be doing. And so that's why you'll find pairs. Some of them, initially it was Phoenix, and then Next Sports took over. But, they went ahead and they did what they wanted with the logos. They did what they wanted, some of them said, had the company's name on here. Some of them didn't. That's why you'll find lots of different variations of the Ewing 33 High. So just, if you're a little confused, don't worry. It's confusing to everybody, if you're into the OGs. And, some people brought up the toe area. I didn't find an issue with the toe. I think they did fine with the toe box area. There's some people said that it's a little bit chunkier than the original. But it's just, you got to understand that the originals that you're seeing, 9 times out of 10, they've been worn down. The material is not as stiff anymore. It's softened. So, it may appear a little bit more narrower. But, Ewing Athletics, when they sent off the originals and told them, they wanted it, they took apart the original and made sure that it was reconstructed just like the original. So I'd say it's pretty damn close, if not dead on. So, but it's a good retro. Anyhow, some people were saying there were quality issues in the earlier batches. I luckily did not have any problems. Show you guys the other shoe. And that's that. So the next part of the video, I'm going to show you guys what these look like on your feet with shorts and with jeans. 31, so that's the video. Got to see what they look like on your feet with shorts, with jeans. Sizing, once again, whatever you wear in an Air Max 90, pick up in these. They run snug. And I always say, for those of you that aren't used to my videos, I choose Air Max 90s and Air Force Ones because they're usually available in stores, so you can go try them on and figure out your sizing for whatever shoe that I'm reviewing in the video. So anyhow, that's it. Make sure to leave your comments in the box below. Check out my website, definenewyork.com. If you haven't already, please subscribe and stay tuned for more videos.